All right, thank you very much for coming again. This is still Serious Matters with me here. Breaking the news now is the news that 6 persons who tested positive in Osun State in Nigeria had escaped from the isolation center. That is a serious one. That's a blast. That's a blast. How, knowing the fact that the people who, a majority, almost all the cases that were recorded in Osun State are cases of people who came in. Now, one case is already recorded in Ondo State. That case is somebody who came in from India. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. Why did people not just stay where they are and just get treated where they are? Now, we hear that 6 persons who tested positive to COVID-19 in Osun State have escaped from the isolation center. The Osun State government has launched a manhunt for 6 persons with confirmed infection of COVID-19 who escaped from an isolation center in Ejigbo on Friday night. The 6 persons belong to a cluster of COVID-19 cases who returned to their hometown Ejigbo from Ivory Coast last week and were quarantined by the state government. A statement from the government which disclosed this gave the names of the 6 persons with their phone numbers, gave their details. Well, you find that in the subsequent bulletins because we are not still given the right to put that here now. But then that's a pandemic on its own. That's a pandemic on its own. When I saw this, my first question is, how did they get out? If it's an isolation center and it is manned by the government, then I believe that there were securities, manning those places, taking care of those places. As a matter of fact, I'm very sure that there are places where they could even say that if you try to escape, there's a state in Nigeria where the governor had given that instruction. If anyone tries to escape, it should be shot. Should be shot down. Anyone. So I doubt if anyone will want to risk his life. It's better you get the requisite cure. Nobody's asking you to pay for it now because it's a world problem. It's a national issue, and so the nation is taking care of it. What's escape to where? Escape to where? Well, I fault the government for that. I fault the government for the escape of the 6 person. And to you outside there, if you're one of them and you know somebody or one of those persons who is infected and you leave the person to let be, well. It's a bad news because you might be the next victim. You might not know. You might just be the next victim or somebody very close to you. So if there's somebody around you who already shows symptoms or you already, it's like we have about 25% who are asymptomatic, who do not show the sign, but then they are infected and so they carry the sign. But why don't we first of all take care of the ones that we know, that we can see, they are carrying the virus? Why should we harbor them? So please don't harbor anyone who has escaped from an isolation center. It will do you so much good, do us so much good if you expose them and let them be isolated, let them get their treatment and let them get cured. We've got good news from Lagos State. Yesterday we had at least about 12, 11 or thereabouts, being I think about 14 or 15, yes. 15 we had 11 first and then we had 4, so that were discharged from an isolation center. So we should believe that we're going to get a cure for this. People are going to get well. And, we are trusting that everyone who has been infected will get well. But then not to spread it further, please, let's keep to rules and regulations given to us by our health officials. Well, that's breaking from Osun State. Thank you for watching.